himself is here. He's sitting next to me in New York City. He just mentioned you. What's your response? You're a billionaire.
My response is that it takes people that are wealthy in New York to maintain the museums, maintain the hospitals, and you know how much money these people we put up to contribute towards museums and hospitals and everything, and we create the jobs. We have the vision to create the jobs for everybody else. Now, I've seen this movie before, Stuart. I was in Havana in 1990s. And, Fidel Castro built a new church for us, for the Greek Orthodox Church. And the people are starving. Everything that Zohran, or whatever his name is, Mamdani is saying, that's Fidel Castro all over again. He promised his people everything. He promised that the world's going to shine the sun's going to shine for the rest of the century. And guess what? They're starving to death. And the same thing happened with Hugo Chavez in Venezuela. Venezuela was the richest country in South America. Now it's the poorest country in South America. So I look at him as a Fidel Castro wannabe. He has a great voice. He has a great smile.
Yes.
But it's a con game.
But you'll never get that far.
But it's a con game.
Okay, answer me this one. I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win and be the next mayor of New York, but he won't be able to...
Well, thank God we got Donald Trump as president.
But he won't be able to do
he'll
what
oversee
he wants to
it.
do. But he won't be able to raise taxes without that position of Albany. He can't afford to put $70 billion into housing or childcare.
Let me tell you something.
Got the money.
I talked to all the condo owners, all the apartment owners, all the homeowners. If he wins, your homes are worth 50%. How much? Downtown Venezuela, how much your homes are worth?
All right.
Okay.
He says billionaires should not exist. Well, New York's got, I think, 123 billionaires with a combined wealth of $759 billion. Are they going to leave?
Let me tell you something. If he wins, everybody's going to scratch their head about it. But we're not going to let him win because common sense. Trump saved America. Trump saved the free world. God helped him. God was there when that shot went out. And God will help New York.
Look, Mamdani.
You saying it right?
I think I am.
You're criticizing.
I want to make sure I've got it. Mamdani.
I call him.
He's got the youth vote.
Fidel Castro wannabe.
Okay. He's got the youth vote. He's got the progressive vote, and he's got the Muslim vote, which is significant in New York City. He's going to win.
Well, let's look at who is Mamdani. And I asked the people in Washington. They said they should find out. Who is he? Where did he come from? Who is he? Did he pledge allegiance to America when he signed up to be a citizen of the United States? Okay.
I presume he did.
Let's find out.
All right.
Because I don't think he's loyal to the United States right now.
Okay. We'll take that up later.
Thank
John
you.
Catsimatidis, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.